Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, straight into the action. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good ball, good take. And that pass just didn't quite work. Knocks it into space. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, David Alaba. One of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Luis Suarez. Dani Olmo. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's a little off target. Good chance here! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. We're back in possession and ready to go again. Bergkamp. Still goalless. Serginho, and it's Bergkamp, and here's Suarez, now it's Yamal. Oh, what a ball! Ribery, Lampard.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Dani Olmo tries to... Can he finish? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Serginho. Aguero. Serginho. He has found the way through. And he whips it across. Serginho. And here it's Aguero! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Edmilson. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Luis Suarez. Chance! He's scored! The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Bergkamp. Bergkamp going face-to-face with his great rival. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ribery. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Davids. Bergkamp quietly revving up. Now it's Gerrard. Threads one in. That is ended up in no man's land.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Short changes him with that pass. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. And Ambitious ball here. And it's Lampard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Indonesia have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Suarez. Aguero. Gerrard. And it's Bergkamp. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Yamal. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Luis Suarez. That pass has been well intercepted. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
In view of safety,
Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Indonesia have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Back on the way then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Gerrard. Bergkamp. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Prioritas gets over and intercepts. There's the shot! Serginho. Edmilson. Serginho. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Suarez. Tries from a long way out. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Lovely bit of skill. Rijkaard goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Indonesia just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Just about up to the hour now. Bergkamp. This is a promising build-up. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
And he is deftly away. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Norway, number 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here.
Lamine Yamal, number 28.
And it's Rijkaard.
Steven Gerrard.
Can he get it through?
Number 11.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Number 3.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Alexis McAllister. Number 15.
Now it's Messi.
Number 2.
Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Biner. Defending was strong and firm.
Norway are stuck in Central Station, and they might find the fast track out wide.
Just the keeper in his way, and he shoots! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's Rafinha. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that could set him on his way. Priol proves too strong. Messi. McAllister. And Rafinha. Looking tidy in possession here. Gerrard does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neymar. Biner.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Could go all the way here. Now there's a fine ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Serginho. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. And here's Suarez.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Rafinha. That's the end. Indonesia can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback. Tries a shot! Goal, France! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Luis Suarez. Haaland. Haaland! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Yamal goes short. Drives it in. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Van Dijk makes the interception. Yamal makes a dash for it. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Davids. And it's Bellingham. Now he's got space here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
In with the challenge. Lampard.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Now it's Yamal. And here's Bellingham. Ribéry. Yamal. Now it's Bruce. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now, can they get him away? That's very neat. Over to the right flank. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Luis Suarez. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Takes on his marker. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Space for him to turn and look. It's a goal kick. Davids looking for the run. Always onto this. That's an excellent interception.
France definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Chance, surely! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
And they win it back again. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Bellingham gets on his bike and on the move. Luis Suarez is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And he's found a way past. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Not where it came from. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bruno Guimaraes. Ribery. 5 minutes till the break. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Spence. Tries to cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Bellingham has found the net here, of course. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. And that brings the first half to a close. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Indonesia currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance.
Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Aguero is offering a wry smile there.
Spence. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Yamal. He's in a great position here. He is through here. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France have their third corner. Bellingham with the short one. And here's Bellingham. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Header! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ribery. Looking to play him in. And the through ball. And it's Aguero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He'll try to keep this alive. Bellingham. That's a sharp pass. Indonesia still behind thanks to that solitary strike. That's good running with the ball. Yamal. Good ball, good take. Yamal, the man with the tools to make a difference here. And it's Lampard. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. France have a free kick. Yamal.
Pretty robust defending.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Le numéro 21. Le numéro 39. Le numéro 20.
Olise plays it short.
À leur place, le numéro 9. Le numéro 17. Le numéro 18.
And now a
Le
sudden
numéro
chance to
45.
counter.
Le numéro 6. Messi.
And this is Aguero. He's got away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And they're quick to get it back. Now that's a lovely exchange. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, what a ball! Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. Olise gets a good foot in there. Some resolute defending there. Dembele. Luis Suarez looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Dembele. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Great chance! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance.
He's having a shot! And he hits the net! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, terrible mistake. He's in one-on-one. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Neymar. Gerrard. France have the chance to go the other way.
Temps additionnel, 5
Just seeing the
minutes.
board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a little off target. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Shevchenko. And that's rather hopeful. Denied by an instinctive save.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Scores! Harmlessly behind. Rodri. And the referee brings it to a close. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have...
Caros espectadores, bem-vindos a este jogo.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Rijkaard is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Ferdinand cuts it out. And here's Vinicius Junior, and he's... Big chance!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Not the most accurate pass. He was quick to react. Chance here to counter. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Davids has given away a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Aguero. And this is Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Now it's Dembele. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Cruyff. Great vision. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played. Threads one in. Dani Olmo, who can single-handedly make a difference. Short changes him with that pass. Indonesia yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Dani Olmo. Luis Suarez. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Indonesia have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And smartly reclaimed. Spread out to the left. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Dani Olmo. And here's the chance to counter. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's a good ball out wide. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bruno Fernandes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Looking for options for movement. Vieira. And here's Vinicius Junior! Superb from Vinicius Junior! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Porto are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's beaten the last man.
That's good play from him.
That is a brilliant interception. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Dembele with a real chance here. And the shot! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do...
Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And this is Luis Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Aguero. That's very neat. He's going for goal! Aguero! He just does goals! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply
And that signals the end of the first period. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half, what a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So straight into the second half. Ribéry. This looks promising. Bruno Fernandes, a player who needs no introduction. Pinches it off him. Ribéry. Well, that pass isn't the best. Thuram. Shot could be on. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Goes for goal! And that's off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Nice looking ball. Porto are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending, at least, because...
Oh, he's having a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's decided to go for it. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Indonesia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
This is Dembele. Pedri has the space to scheme. Dani Olmo. Luis Suarez under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
It's a searching pass. Dani Olmo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant.
Great chance! Goal! Porto! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Porto. Número 15. Número
The two
17.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 21.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Número 14. Número 9.
Turan has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And this is De Rossi.
Dembele.
There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the pass is intercepted. Desai looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries to pass it through. And it's been played through. And he is dashing away. It's Luis Suarez! And a neat finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Played out wide. He's got away. It's out for a goal kick. Looking to play him in. And this is Bale. Bale! Well, now it's a race for the ball. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He's shifting through the gears here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Bale.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Time added on will be 2 minutes. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It's just beyond his reach. The end. Time is up. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Indonesia can always take more positives from a result like
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, what a scene we
today's
have
match.
here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
And it's Gerrard. And he's decided to go for it. Serginho. Messi. And here's Suarez. He's having a hit! And that's another fine save.
Suarez really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He leaps for it! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead.
For Leverkusen.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Nico Schotterbeck.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's going for goal! It's oh, what has happened here? Oh, sweet feet. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And this is Aguero, and he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's destined for the flank. And it's Serginho. Serginho's cross. Cafu gets it away. Luis Suarez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Luis Suarez, spread it left. DiMarco, in towards the back stick. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez. Good chance here! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. DiMarco going after that. Cafu. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Indonesia really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter. Just needs to find the right run now.
Lampard. Dani Olmo. It's Gerrard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Serginho. That's been slipped through. He's got away. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ferdinand. And it's DiMarco.
Cafu. Indonesia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Cross goes in there.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Lampard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Luis Suarez. That's good play. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Messi considers his options. And this the perfect opportunity to create a...
I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
Ribery with the foul. That's a quick free kick. Lampard. Oh, that's a key interception.
There will
Davids.
be 1 minute at a time.
Now it's Aguero. And it's Lampard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that is the end of the first half.
Hello, everybody.
And it's
This is a
certainly
quick
simmered
reminder
along
to
nicely
let you
so
know
far.
that
Just
you
the
will
one
be
goal in
able
it,
to catch
and it's
today's
all
match
still
broadcast
very much
live
up for
on our
grabs.
Love FM station.
Indonesia come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Drogba. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Schlotterbeck wins the duel this time. Luis Suarez. Vieira, distributed tidily. Cafu. Drogba. And he welcomes it in. Drogba! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nice looking ball. And he's intervened well there. Knocks it into space. Cafu. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Lampard. Nicely weighted ball. Knight takes the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cafu. Messi. Indonesia still behind thanks to that solitary strike. DiMarco. Now here's the delivery.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Not the most convincing of passes. Suarez is onto it in a flash. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. And they win it back again. DiMarco. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
And it's Messi. He's in plenty of space here. That is a brilliant interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can...
He's rising! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Aguero going face-to-face with his great rival.
Ribery really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
DiMarco showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has found the way through. Flashes it across. Akanji attempts a clearance. Luis Suarez is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Cafu. Now Schlotterbeck. DiMarco. He's picked his way through. And it's Gerrard. Now it's DiMarco. Here comes the cross.
Bayer Leverkusen.
Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Has a look up and delivers. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Showing good feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. DiMarco. Indonesia could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And it's Gerrard. DiMarco has it out wide and in space. Bullish header! And he's stuck it away. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Bayer Leverkusen have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experience.
Impressive jump! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Ribery. And that is out of play.
Number 23, Luka Modric. Number 15, Jurian Timber. Number 4, Frank Rijkaard.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the...
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Barcelona have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And, of course, the right service into the box.
He's got away. Cross needs to be good. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Aguero. Dani Olmo. Tries to play it through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Hazard. And here's Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
And he's managed to get free. Gets a good foot in there. Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Foden. Goes for goal! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class! Barcelona are in front!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Aguero! Aguero! Just superb! A finish right from the top draw. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Great vision. That has not gone well. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, that's superb. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's found a way past. Oh, that's surely a foul, free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
And he welcomes it in, and it's Rijkaard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ribéry. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, no joy this time. Gattuso. Foden. Oh, that's a key interception. Modric conjures time and space where few can. Hazard. It's Hazard! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Modric. Dani Olmo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, super! And he shoots! Modric. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Hazard. Now it's Aguero. Luis Suarez. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored!
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Indonesia with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rijkaard. Bale. Modric. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Nicked it back promptly. Looking for options for movement. And it's Modric. And here's Mbappe. Hazard. Driving forward. Closing in on goal. Kubasi. Quality ball. And that signals the end of the first period. Indonesia have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Indonesia are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And so the action is resumed. He's chosen to go back. That's a super give and go. He's in a great position here. Chance! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So a big moment. Oh, he saved it! Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Rijkaard shapes to shoot. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Hazard. He has found a way through. Bale! And no mistake. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Dani Olmo.
Indonesia really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Tries one from range. There is the genius of Luis Suarez. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And they've got their lead back. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit. Great chance. Goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Some really good ball movement. Lampard, Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Serginho, and the pass is intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Lampard. And it's Lampard. Aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aguero! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dani Olmo. Just about up to 75 minutes. Foden. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. That's really good defending.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he cuts out the supply. Dani Olmo charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Short changes him with that pass. Hazard. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Indonesia have got it back and they'll have another go. Can he spark a counter here? The final 5 minutes. Bale. Hazard. Look at the space here. Takes a shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
El dorsal 18, Casa. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, Totti. El dorsal 24.
So we have movement on both benches. Barcelona found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Messi. Haaland is onto this. Can he get on the end of this?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Shevchenko. Decent chance! It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what...
Goes for a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And that is that. Indonesia did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
So bring it on.
today's match.
Hype, expectation,
Indonesia
emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's
having a go! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. Van Bronckhorst. And here's Totti. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Lampard. Now it's Aguero. And it's Ribery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho. Out of play for a throw. Oh, nice one too, very nice.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Shifted upfield. Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. Oh, right place, right time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted. Van Bronckhorst thinks about the shot. Shot a goal! He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Aguero. He has found the way through. Aguero. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bellingham, very much a man of this moment. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
And the shot! And that should get the job done. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Another pass just keeps... It's Kane! Classic Kane brilliance! A finish right from the top draw!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and risky...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Pirlo, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked out the run. He's found the way through. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lovely bit of skill. Van Bronckhorst with the cross. Oh, well played, well played. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ribery. 15 minutes till half-time. He's being urged to shoot. Arsenal are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this.
Big chance! It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's lost his man here. And that is a little undercooked. And he welcomes it in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Serginho. And here's Aguero. Indonesia are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And he was quick to react. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Kane! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Kane really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
Pirlo is the team's great visionary. And it's Pirlo. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Ribery. And this is Aguero. He's found some space. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Serginho does really well to win the ball there. Pirlo threads one in. picked out. It's Costa! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he's worked it through. That is a crunching tackle. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Kane. Vieira. Oh, easy pickings there. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Bellingham. Totti. That's a sharp pass. He's shifted. Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at him, he took his time.
Luis Suarez! Well taken goal. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to.
And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Totti in the hunt and looking threatening. Under an awful lot of pressure. Good pressure, determined, intense. Rijkaard. And this is Ribery.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Pau Kubasi wins the duel this time. And it's Olmo. He's found a way past. Vieira. Bellingham. Now it's Totti. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here. They're urging him to shoot.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 4.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Number 20.
Serginho.
Number 7. Ferran Torres.
Havertz.
Number 13.
Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it
Number
through?
22. Steven Gerrard.
Kubasi. Gerrard. And here's the chance to counter. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ferran Torres. He's got away. Ball swung in. Luis Suarez. There's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. Chance! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Towering header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Varane cuts it out. And it's Bellingham. Van Bronckhorst. Pass is just off target. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Suarez. Oh, this is a great position. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And he's quick to return it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Can he spark a counter here? This looks promising. He might be in here. Havertz! And it's in! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal.
After 88 minutes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Bellingham. 4 added minutes on the board. Rodri is someone so often referred to as the... And he shoots! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Arsenal.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy. It's Luis Suarez! It is close, but that is the last of it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Oh, what a sight
today's
this is. The
match.
colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries this week.
Aguero! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lampard. And here's Suarez. Vitinha. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Back towards the middle. And here's Suarez. Tries one from range. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
He's a sharp little ball here. Marquinhos. Here's Vitinha. Marcelo. And it's Vitinha. Some really good ball movement. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Kane. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there. Lampard. And it's Ribery. So it is still 0-0. Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vitinha. And here's Aguero. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ribery. And here's Aguero. Oh, strongly challenged there. Now it's Aguero. Vitinha, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. And it's Marcelo. And this is Aguero. Tries to pass it through. Vietnam claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Marcelo. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, he's found support out wide.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And here's Kane.
Vietnam definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Vitinha shoots! He scored! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Ribery. Now, can they get him away? Luis Suarez with the cross. And that is well cleared. Tries to get it clear. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. Rijkaard carries the ball down the right. Great vision. You can run onto that. It's Bergantian! Dani Olmo.
There will be
Vitinha.
1 minute at a time.
Great ball, and he's in here. Aguero. And that's a simple one for the keeper. No, again, there's no way through. Now it's Dani Olmo. Luis Suarez. That's the end of the first 45.
Hello, everyone.
A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Thank you for your
Indonesia currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Ribery. This is a promising build-up, and he's being shifted off it. Bergkamp chasing after it. Bergkamp, and this is Aguero. Vitinha. Vitinha! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Ribery.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Dennis Bergkamp.
Rijkaard.
Coming on the field is number 22.
Marcelo. He's looking to influence the game from out wide. Rijkaard. Lovely bit of skill. And that is expertly dealt with. Indonesia still this single goal behind. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kane. Chance, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Luis Suarez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Threads one in. Rijkaard. Oh, that's well spotted. Lampard. And Dani Olmo. Lampard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Vitinha. And this is Kane. Aims beyond the defence. Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Corner number 2 then.
Ramaikan. Number 5. Vitinha. Number 7. Manuel
And
Akanji.
now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 12. Marcelo. Coming on the
Oh,
field.
that's clever.
Number 14.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Number
That's
11.
exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Zanetti. Kimmich. Out of play for a throw. Knocks it into space. Bellingham gets flagged offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Kane. Scholes gets across to intercept that. Indonesia very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Kimmich gets into a good position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Peruzzi breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Have been indicated.
And this is Luis Suarez. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ferran Torres is onto this. That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. We are just getting started. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely.
Owen! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Indonesia with the corner, they're first. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. This is their second corner of the game. Takes a shot. Indonesia have their third corner. Messi clears it away. Dani Olmo. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Owen. Mendes receives it in a wide position. Looking for options for movement. Owen showed... Oh, he's all alone! Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shapes to shoot! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And Messi! Not the most convincing of passes. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Aguero.
Pretty robust defending.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Messi. Davids out-muscles him. And this is Aguero. Judge, surely! Oh, crossbar! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Serginho charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, super find. And there's the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro. He's had a shot! Ah, he's given it away. Now, and one more try! Wonderful Aguero! A finish of true class! And they're threatening to fly away here. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Indonesia now in a position far more desirable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Owen is onto this. That's good play. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Aguero. Now he's running away. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Great chance here from position A1. Lampard! Lampard! A legend of his time! About as smooth as it gets. They are purring, truly purring. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Chance! And a neat finish. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Aguero! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Bellingham. Dani Olmo, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. It's Luis Suarez! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Otto tries a cross. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, it's come loose. That is lovely. Van Basten. Bellingham. That has been cut short. Aims beyond the defence. And it's half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. We're on the move again. Knocks it into space. Bellingham gets into a good position. And he shoots! Fair effort, he reacted well.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Chips it through. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Looking to play him in. Rodri. Messi. Otto finding himself in space. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Otto got a long way forward to join the attack. Peruzzi claims comfortably. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Howson cuts out the pass. And a chance! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So now the difference is 3. Luis Suarez has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Plays it across. He's cut it out. Dani Olmo.
Now
they can break here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back. And
Luis Suarez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rodri. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, played right into his... It's Luis Suarez! And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Argentina are looking to go forward now.